Cheers.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh, we are recording.
People even sending questions?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, you got a lot of questions, which we're going to go into.
What? Okay.
But I was just telling Remy, this is a selfish episode. Also, welcome back
Hi.
to A Very Nice Day with Kelly Grace May and Cameron Rogers.
Oh, that's fun.
Part 2, recurring guest.
Part 2. Oh, I love being a recurring guest.
You and Morgan, I just intend on tapping into.
Of course.
Tap into your resources. Tap into your networks.
What do you think I do with Lucy? Like, bitch, get in the chair.
Get in the chair. Don't have a guest? Cameron Morgan? Can you be here?
Here.
And like, you're kind of like same, but different.
Yeah. Honored. Love
you
Morgan.
are like Morgan who knows how to use her phone.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I love Morgan.
Yeah. She's great. I mean,
She sent me so many long voice notes when I was like crashing out over whether I wanted to have a third.
That was one of my questions.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's one of my questions. Perfect segue. Well,
Okay.
I wanted to start with Smut.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
But maybe we end with Smut.
I'll do whatever you want. You're the host.
How are you feeling about a third?
I'm literally on my schedule today is to write a SubStack on this topic. I feel like I want a third. Like that is for certain.
Because you're one of 3.
I'm one of 3. My husband's one of 4.
Yeah.
I just always thought I wanted 3. When I had my first, I was like, no way are we doing this 3 times. Absolutely
That's
not.
real.
Pregnancy, postpartum depression. Like, no, I want to have a second because I didn't want one child, but we are capping at 2. I wrote myself a whole letter during my second pregnancy. Like, do not let yourself do this again. You were done with 2 kids. Don't convince yourself otherwise.
Was this right after you had your second?
No, it was while I was pregnant because pregnancy like really messes with my brain. Pregnancy did really mess with my brain. I'm saying it differently because I don't want it to.
You don't want to claim it now.
Yeah. And then right after we had our second, I said to my husband, like, go get your vasectomy. And he was like, why don't we just like give it a beat? You know,
Fair.
We'll see.
Fair.
Thank God. Because then a few weeks, weirdly enough, even though my second postpartum, it was better from a mental perspective, but much more difficult. Like, I hate saying a baby is harder than another baby, but that was just kind of the reality. Like, my first baby was so easy.
But it's also just like a transition. Like you have a baby, but then you have another human.
Yeah, but it wasn't, yes, that. But he just, like, our second child was just harder. Like, he was spitting up everywhere. He was fussier. Oh, that's bad.
They're biologically different also.
Slept, like, he did not sleep well. Of course, like,
just is
whatever.
what it
I love
is.
them the same,
Yes.
but it was just harder. But still, I remember, I don't know why, like, a few weeks in being like, oh, we're going to have a third. And I was like, Joe, you're not getting your vasectomy yet. You are. And he was like, what is going on? Flip-flop. It was like, you know the scene in The Office where Mike, you don't watch The Office? That's like so sad.
You literally, you knew immediately.
As soon as I saw your face, I don't know if Lucy can be your friend anymore.
Don't tell her.
It's like our comfort show. Her even more than me. Her and Tyler are addicts.
I've seen episodes, but I don't feel like it's one of those shows where you have to watch the whole thing. But maybe I'm wrong.
Like, you should. You don't have to, but it's the most enjoyable experience.
I'm always looking for like a new thing to dive into that has 30 seasons.
Need to watch this for your mental health.
Okay, it will bring me joy.
It is the funniest show that's ever existed. Like, I have many shows that I love, but The Office is hands down the funniest show. And it's just, I don't know, whenever we're at the beach at night, especially whenever we're with Lucy and Tyler, and we can't think of what to watch because no one can agree on anything, we just always put on The Office.
It's not funny, but it's comfort. You know?
Like, yes, but that would never be a show I'd put on for that reason.
That's fair.
Anyway, in The Office, Jan makes Michael like get a vasectomy and then undo it and then get it again and undo it. And he's like, snip, 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 snip.
But can you really reverse it?
I think so.
Because they say that, but it's like when you really think about it, it sounds hard.
This is actually my campaign for the future is that we give all males vasectomies until they are at the age to have children. Because if you're going to tell me we can't get abortions, then males should be getting vasectomies.
You're speaking my language. Or male birth control.
Yeah. I mean, that's, yeah. If you can undo a vasectomy, then why aren't we just
doing that?
So anyway,
tangent we could go on.
Yes, I want to have a third, but I kind of thought I wanted to have the same age gap or more. I knew I didn't want less, which is 2.5 years, which means I would have to be like pretty pregnant right now, and I'm obviously not. So that passed, which is fine. I think the 3-year, I'd have to get pregnant soon for that age gap. It's just, I don't know, I was actually just talking about this with my friend. Like, my one girlfriend said to me the other day when we were talking about this, she has 2 kids and they're older. And she said, I always knew we were done because I felt really content in all aspects of my life. And I knew something was going to have to give for a 3rd child. And I selfishly didn't want anything to give. And that's not selfish. I think that's just honestly great.
And realistic.
Realistic. My issue is I'm aware something's going to have to give. There's nothing I want to give. And I'm going to have a really hard time. I try to white knuckle grasp onto everything and fill everything as much as I can. And I, right now, am just really, I love my job so much. Like, I love it.
You're so good at it.
Yep. Thank you.
So good.
And I don't know where more of me goes, but I will say our nanny, who is my like Lord, Queen, and Savior, is the reason that I feel we can have a 3rd. I ask my friends if they do this, and I'm like, am I creeping her up? I don't think I am, because I think we have a mutual love for each other. Like, sometimes I'll just come up behind her and like cuddle her from behind and hug her and be like, I just love you so much.
Like, you have no idea how much you are helping my life and how grateful I am for you.
She's the greatest. Yeah. She's literally was sent from an angel above, put on this universe.
Is it like set in stone in your mind though? Like, if I don't have like,
yeah, like I see 3 kids in our future.
Yeah, like when you picture your like complete life,
yes.
Like there is like a 3rd.
People always say, not people, I don't know. Someone said this to me. Think about what your dinner table looks like in the future. How many kids are there? And for me, there are 3. And it's not like I hate when people are like, are you going to try for a girl? It's a 3rd child.
It's a 3rd child. If it's a girl, great. If it's a boy, great.
Yeah,
it's a child.
I think I'll have to grieve something no matter what sex it is.
This is important to bring up because
okay.
I'm just going to really just be vulnerable right now.
Yes.
Publicly.
Like, are you about to tell me you're pregnant?
No. Oh my God, I would tell you in such a better way. Actually, okay. That would actually be a good idea. Maybe I'll just have everyone on and that's how I'll tell them I'm pregnant.
Okay.
So I just really want girls.
Yeah, fair.
Like, how am I going to deal with that? Because I already know that the universe is going to send me a sign. Like, it's just going to send me boys because I say that I only want girls and I only have girls' name prepared and I only visualize girls.
Well, there are methods that my friends have done to try to get a girl.
Like what?
I mean, I don't think any of this is like science backed.
Probably not, but I'm vibes based.
One of the sperm swims faster. So you're supposed to have sex before you ovulate to try to get a girl. Because I think, I really don't know.
Okay, I'm going to look into this though.
Have tried this. One is trying it right now. One did it. And who knows? Sure, it's successful. She had a girl, but like, was it chance?
It could have just been
She did the whole thing. She did the diet. She did like the position. She did a certain time of your cycle when you're supposed to have sex. So
she went all in like the woo-woo methods to have a girl.
She was like, she was having 2. She had a boy and she was like, I really want a daughter. Why not just try? My thing is, yes, I've always envisioned having a daughter because I'm so close with my mom. Yeah. So like if I had a 3rd boy, I would have to grieve the concept of that. Mm-hmm. I also would love to see my husband with a daughter. I just think it's a different relationship. And I absolutely love having sons. Like, absolutely love it so fucking much that I would be so happy with 3 boys.
Yeah.
And if we did have a girl, that'd be amazing. And I'd have to grieve the fact that I'm not giving her a sister.
That's important. Yeah. Like, that's a thing. That's a thing because we like sisters is such a core part of our
it's my identity.
Yeah. But I think that being a youngest child with like 2 older brothers.
So cool.
But you so still don't have a sister. Totally.
And people will message me being like, no offense to these people. I didn't have sisters and I was really close with my mom. And I'm like, that's so great. But you don't.
It's just a different vibe. And I
feel
bad that I like sometimes I don't like shit on people who don't have sisters, but I'm like, you just don't get it. And I feel bad because I'm like, you had no control over that.
No.
And I feel terrible for them. Like I say to Sarah, my sister-in-law, all the time, I'm like, I cannot believe you had to wait 23 years for me.
And also love you, but you're still in-laws.
Yeah. Well, no, truly, but I have like really overstepped.
I mean, same. I overstepped mine, but like
I really overstepped. Yeah. But I'm like, I feel terrible for you because you had no control over this. And like, how did you go through life?
I talk about this with my friend all the time. Yeah.
And there are so many things that you don't understand that I now have to bestow upon you.
Also, just the way I don't know, it formed so much of my love for female friendships and showing up for each other
Yeah.
and loyalty. My mom was also one of 3 sisters, and they grew up with this phase. Whoa. They grew up with this phrase, "That's my sister." And so that was instilled in us from a very young age. Like, we can fight, we can talk shit about each other, whatever, but if someone else messes with you, like, they're dead.
You're dead. You're
I
done.
will throw
Come for
down.
you. Yes. I will never forget Morgan. I like came home from a party once. This was like a summer where Morgan was coming home from college. And so like she was out, I was out, and then we both came home and we were both wasted. And this girl was really mean to me. And Morgan was blacked out and she was like literally putting on her shoes, like trying to go to the bar where the girl was to like fight her. And I was like, first of
Hell
all,
yes, Morgan.
you're
Hell
fi-
yes.
you're 5'1". This girl was 5'11". Like it was never gonna go down successfully for Morgan.
Mhm.
But we had been fighting like earlier that day.
Right,
But
it doesn't matter.
everything else just goes to the
Doesn't
wayside.
matter.
Like you were mean to my sister, I'm coming for
Mhm.
you. It's a
Yeah.
different level of loyalty.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm just really concerned for myself about gender disappointment.
Okay, well, I think being aware of that is the first thing. I get a
Mhm.
lot of messages on this being like, "I just found out I'm having a boy. You seem to love it. I'm experiencing this gender disappointment." All I can say is like your feelings are valid. I don't think the layer of guilt helps anything because I know a lot of people experience that. It's okay to think that you were getting one thing and to be upset that it's not.
Yeah.
And I think you'll be surprised by how much you'll love the experience no matter what the sex of the baby is.
That's the hope that I keep holding on to.
Yeah.
Also, I will say, you have given me some hope that like,
What about Morgan?
well, Cooper's one Cooper. Like
Right.
Cooper's sandwiched between two
Okay.
girls. And so it's a girly household,
Okay.
you know? And Cooper I'm obsessed with him. I
Yeah.
would literally lay my life on the line for any of those kids.
Of course.
Like that's another thing that I struggle with is like, will I actually love
You
my
will.
kids more than I love my nieces and nephews?
Okay, you will, but I always think I'm kind of jealous in a way
Uh-huh.
that my sisters got to experience being an aunt before becoming a mom because I think that they feel differently than I feel. And I love my nieces and nephews, love. But I had already had kids before I became an aunt.
So it's a little
So I was like, I love you, but
yeah.
I
But it's a
obviously love my child's
Of
at a
course.
different level.
And it's like you didn't get to experience it first. So
Right.
it's like the novelty.
the novelty, the obsession, the like, I want to be like when I had my first nephew, my first was 6 months old. So I was like so in the weeds. I
Of
was
postpartum.
Like, "Ugh."
Yeah. You're not running into your sister's house being like, give me that baby
Right.
now.
I
Like you
was
have your
like,
own
"Can you
baby
take
to like
mine?"
totally. Someone take mine.
Yeah.
So that is the other thing that I struggle with. But like Cooper, you see him sandwiched between these two girls and like the juxtaposition, it's like he's so fun, but he's also like boys are barbaric. They're jumping off of things. Like
Yeah.
they are like running into like they are running amok. Like boys are crazy
So
in a different way.
I disagree with that.
Oh, really?
I think boys can be, but I
Yes.
think girls can be. Like I
look at myself.
I have one boy who is not that, and I have one boy who is. And then I have like, I call her my bonus daughter, and I've learned that that's not a term I should be using. It's for blended families. But I have two specifically young girls in my life who I'm not related to, who I am like their second mom. Like, if they're always at my house, in and out of my house, sleeping there, napping there. There's a crib permanently set up for one of them. Like, they're two of my closest friends' daughters.
Mhm.
One lives directly next door to us. One is my best friend from college who moved to my town. Her nanny is my nanny's mom. So like her daughter is literally in and out of our house every single day. And she's fucking crazy. So
And I was crazy.
same.
I like ran away because I didn't want to wear socks one day.
So I
Like,
kind of fight those gender norms. There are certain stereotypes for a reason, and I understand. But I also think that that's not like a blanket statement.
yeah. No, you're probably right.
Like, I have one kid who would rather sit and play with figurines for 5 hours than jump off of a couch.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I'm just like in this phase right now with the whole like baby thing where I know that I like need to just like surrender the entire
Yeah, the whole
process
thing,
and
you have to.
experience, but like I'm still like stuck and paralyzed in this level of fear, which to your point of like the experiencing being an aunt before becoming a mom, it's such a double-edged sword. Like,
you know too much.
I know too much, but at the same time, thank God. Like,
Yeah.
I like went to my friend's house who just had a baby, and I like was holding the baby, and I was like, wait, I like literally know what to do. Like, give me a bottle. Like,
Yeah.
I'm feeding, I'm burping. Like, you need me to change a diaper? Like, I got this. Like, where's the Aquaphor? Like, I low-key know things.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't know any of that.
And Morgan's always like, you're so lucky. Like, you're gonna leave the hospital and like know how to do at least like 10 things that you're supposed to do. Which, by the way, crazy that you just leave the hospital. Like, one of the craziest things that we have normalized as a society is that you just have a baby
and it's yours.
And then you just go home and you don't have to take any competency test. You don't have to do anything. There's no like, I imagine there's no pamphlet.
No, you, was it New York? You have to watch one like video that's honestly so traumatic to show a mom 24 hours after they give birth about like shaking baby syndrome. I think that was in New York. I had to watch it and sign a form. I don't feel like I did that in New Jersey. But no, there's no pamphlet.
There's no one.
The video is basically like telling you not to shake your baby and then showing you really traumatic things that happen if you do.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Shaken baby syndrome.
Yes, it's
like
a very real thing.
And it happens like from literally shaking your baby.
Like, I think from people getting like frustrated, like, stop.
Like, stop crying.
Yeah, but like they don't have like a formed neck. You know how you have to like hold.
Yeah. Like they're like flopping.
Yeah.
They're flopping. Okay. So shaken baby syndrome is very much real. You don't get a pamphlet, and ultimately you just have to figure it out.
And you do.
I suppose.
You do. You will.
I suppose.
And you can call Morgan or me.
100%. And I trust I will be. Which, good segue. I was just saying to Remy, and we both agreed on this. And I know you know how to take a compliment, so just take it.
Okay, fine.
But you're just one of those people who we look at as the collective, and we're like, how the fuck do you do it all? Like, I just want to put in perspective, like, how much you do, okay?
Thanks, but I'm kind of shocked more so that Remy feels this way.
No, we all also, this was a question that people got. Like, this is a real thing. And this is why also that ADHD, the stigma of ADHD runs so deep, because it's like, I'm kind of like a poster child, like stereotype where I talk really fast and I'm fidgeting and whatever, and I like appear and present chaotic.
Yeah. You do.
And I present with like hyperactive tendencies.
Okay.
But someone like you, I think a lot of people are genuinely shocked that you struggle with ADHD, because like on the outside, it's like you have a podcast, you do content, like you're a mom of 2, you're a good friend.
Yeah,
like
but that is my ADHD. I just think I found modalities to like have it be a superpower.
And I want that. Like, I'm so close. I feel like I'm on the precipice of something great. Like,
amazing.
Because it is a real thing that it can be a superpower.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. Like, the ability to multitask and do 3,000 different things at once and be able to bounce in between things, incredible. Like, some normal people could never. These bitches could never. But I want to know, like, what your modalities are, because I feel like you have really good systems in place. And another thing we were saying is that corporate America has just taken and monopolized these terms like systems and processes, and we're all just like, what does that even really mean?
Yeah. First
of
all,
hit you with a lot.
Thank you so much. It's a very nice compliment. I also will say the reason for anyone who ever, I always want to put this out there because I hate when people feel like they're seeing someone on social media and it's like, oh my God, they do everything and everything's perfect and how do they do it? The reality is, my nanny, like huge reason. B, my husband, like massive reason. And yeah, I think my ADHD and something I'm working through now is my inability and struggle to literally relax, and my constant need to or desire to work. So what modalities? Is that the question?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think of a few.
Well, I hit you with the question of like, how do you do it all?
Okay.
Which, by the way, I will say, I don't want you to think that people think that you're presenting like everything is perfect.
Okay.
I do it all. Like, you're very
good,
like normal and relatable.
Shit is
and like
all
I
over the
think
place
people
often.
see how hard you work, and that it doesn't all just magically fall from the sky and into your lap. Like, oh my God,
That'd be
lucky girl
nice.
syndrome. I just have all these opportunities.
Yeah.
Like, you work your ass off.
I love my job.
But you do some people, I think also when they're self-employed, they focus on the wrong things. Like they do work, but that work isn't actually getting them like in the right directions. And I feel like
sometimes I do feel like I do that.
you do.
Like, do you think I should be answering every single DM I receive?
No.
But I do.
But like that's probably it in the back of your mind. I can see why that would feel like
Do
a productive.
you?
I try to answer a lot of them, but I voice note everyone.
Okay.
Like voice note them. It will be so much easier.
Yeah. Anyway, modalities. One, I really deeply value my sleep and my morning routines. So, like, I need that time for myself to set the pace for the day. If you are waking up and immediately tending to children or going on your phone and scrolling on social media and being inundated with stimuli, that's going to set the tone for your whole day. Like, I fully believe that.
Mm-hmm.
So my alarm goes off. Fuck me.
Matcha!
Oh my God.
Matcha! This is perfect.
They're gonna kill
You cannot be the first person to spill matcha on this couch.
I mean, it kind of looks like I am.
No, we're gonna figure this out. This is perfect. Are we still recording?
Yes.
They're
This
gonna
is
murder me, Remy.
Wait, we can't be the first people.
No, Remy, this is bad. What do I do?
I actually have no idea. Do we have club soda?
Sorry about that. So modalities.
Your mornings. I want to know.
Mornings.
I
Okay.
want to know. Like, when do you wake up?
5:30.
And like, what are you doing? And like, what do you eat for breakfast? I'm just curious. About that personally.
I wake up. I walk downstairs. I have a glass of water. I sit on the couch in silence for 10 minutes.
Is Joe up?
Depends on the day.
Okay.
But we're not together.
It's like, shh.
Well, yeah, we're not talking. If he's up,
Quiet time.
he usually works out like first thing. So he'll go up to the gym or, yeah, we're not like having conversation at this hour.
Right. It's quiet time.
Yeah, I sit and I honestly just stare off into space and daydream for like 10, 15 minutes. I just
So
need that.
important.
I need my brain to have space. It's also where I think of things. I come up with ideas. It's very important to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I sit there in boredom.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Has it always been easy for you to do that though? Because I'm always trying to like fill up space with like noise or like
No,
a
I have to
podcast.
actively do it.
Okay.
I have to like set a time
It doesn't come
aside
naturally.
to do that.
Yeah.
And in the mornings, it's when I find it the easiest.
Okay.
So I do that. Then it depends on what I'm like into in the moment. Right now, I'm doing this like course. So I'll listen to something. I journal a little bit. Every day is a little bit different, but I do some form of like self-help. Then I take my dog for a walk. And at this point, I still haven't looked at my phone. And then I get home, and at this point, it's probably like 6:30. I make a coffee, or usually I take my coffee on the walk with my dog, and I go through like text messages from the night before because my phone's like off at like 9.
Yeah.
So I have
DND.
a lot of like group texts to catch up on. And then I'll typically like go through some emails if I have to catch up on anything. And then my kids are up.
And then you're like, hey.
And then I'm like, let's get the show on the road.
But you didn't answer the part about what you eat for
Breakfast.
breakfast.
I'm so
because
sorry.
I'm just personally really curious about what people eat for breakfast.
I think this is a part of ADHD. Like I get a lot of decision fatigue, especially around food. So right now I'm either having a protein smoothie or a bagel with cream cheese and scrambled eggs.
Mhm.
It depends on if I have time. If Joe or I feel like one of us has time to make scrambled eggs.
Mhm.
Because that just feels kind of like a big
Cumbersome.
lift.
Yes. I've been making chia pudding and just keeping it in my fridge because I cannot be bothered with waking up and having to make a decision
Right.
on what to put in my body. And
But I
like
feel like that's not enough food for me.
it has like I put like protein and like granola and stuff in
Yeah.
it. But like it's
Okay.
I'm like, at least it's something because there are days where I'm like, this is too much.
Right. Yeah, the smoothies are just easy for me because I know exactly what's going in it.
Yes.
My son drinks it also, so like I make a big blender for Joe and I and a small blender for him.
Mhm.
Like my other son, they eat the same thing also every morning for breakfast. Like that decision is pretty much out of the
Yeah.
weeds. Yeah.
Okay, so
and
the
then we're
morning.
getting dressed. So then we're all eating breakfast together around like 7 and playing. And then the new thing is I'm trying to really gain control back of my mornings because I feel like they got very chaotic in the fall and I was having crash outs. So right after breakfast, they get dressed for school downstairs. And I have a second set of all of my skincare and makeup that lives downstairs. So I
I
do it
saw
in the
you say
kitchen
this.
while we're all playing
Mhm.
because that was just a huge unlock for me, which sounds so dumb. But if you live in a house with multiple floors and you have young kids, you understand going to another floor, you might as well go on to China the way your
100%.
kids are acting if you
Yeah.
walk up the stairs. And also, like, I have a
Unsupervised.
very young son, so I can't really like leave him for long.
Right.
And yeah, so I do that while, we are playing. And then depending on the day, if I am going into the city, I get in a appropriate outfit. Otherwise, I just throw on sweats and stuff and we go do school drop off. And then it's go time.
And you do that. You're like, you are present for drop off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
I
then,
mean, 95% of the time.
and then
There are mornings that Joe does it if I have to.
I'm always so curious, like
Yeah.
how people work with their nannies.
Oh,
So,
so her structure has changed now that our younger son is going to school for the mornings. So now she comes around 10 or 11, unless there's a morning where Joe and I both have to be on an early train. Then she'll come early and do school drop off.
she sounds so helpful.
No, the best person.
No, like I'm gonna need one of those.
Yes. And then also modalities. I think the biggest thing for me is my to-do list on my notes app. Like I can show you where I have it structured so it's like different days.
Yeah, I would
So
love to
like
see that.
Wednesday, Thursday, this is like someone I have to reach out to and tell her a bunch of things. Friday, Monday for next week, a bunch of other things for the specific Quiet Your Mind kids. Then ongoing, this is like if I ever have time, I want to get to this. Not in my court is like I actually don't have anything to do on this. It's ongoing, but it's not a task that I need to continuously revisit because that like takes up brain space for me.
Or if something's in someone else's hands that like needs like following up on.
Right.
It's just a running list of like
Yes.
where something is.
Yeah.
Do you make this every week?
It's every day, every minute of every day. I
So,
think
like-
of something and then I'm like, oh, what day do I really have time to do that? And then I just like file it in.
Got it. Okay. So like that's like you do that for every week of your life.
Yeah, it's just here. So I'm not like sitting down on Sunday being like, okay, Monday I'm doing this. It's just on the train. I think of something. I'm like, oh shit, I got to do that. When am I really going to have time? Oh, maybe tomorrow. So I put it on Friday.
Okay. Do you check them off? Get the dopamine hit?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure that you were not
Yes.
skipping that very important step.
No, sometimes I put things on here that I've already done just to get the dopamine.
And sometimes with a to-do list, like when I feel like I haven't done anything, I will make sure that at the end of the day, I go back and add things that I did
Oh.
that came up throughout the day that like
Yes,
weren't accounted
to
for so
check
that I
off.
can get like an extra check and remind
Yes.
myself that I'm not a lazy piece of shit, that I actually like did things.
I'm just
you know?
moving over slightly, so I'm not wet.
Okay, systems and modalities. It sounds like the mornings are really, really
So important for me.
important for you. I'm also curious, like, do you structure your work week around like, okay, you know how some people assign certain days for certain
It's
things,
my
like
dream.
podcast
It's
day.
honestly
That's
my
a dream.
It's my dream. I just texted someone that I'm hiring to say, like, this is our goal for 2026. Because I do feel like I have my hands in a lot of different buckets between just content, Substack, podcast, Quiet Your Mind, and like specifically Quiet Your Mind. I think that there's so much room for this aspect of my business to grow and I love it and it excites me so much. And especially with the kids version we have coming out next month, like I just want to do so many things with it and I feel like I haven't given it the proper time. So I would love to organize my days more like that, but no, I don't.
Let's talk about Quiet Your Mind.
Yeah, let's.
You came out with an adult coloring book
Yeah.
and journal.
Yes.
Like, how the fuck did you come up with that idea? Even though it's an incredible idea,
Thank you.
it is so organic to you.
Yes. So I have been journaling now for like 8 years. So I don't know what I'm really confused by years ever since 2020 and having children.
That's fair.
But since 2017, I've been journaling. And I would just journal on blank pages. And I would get so many messages every time I'd say I was journaling of people asking, what are you writing? How do you know what to write? Or what do I do? Where do I start? What journal do you use? I'm like, oh, I just grabbed this lined journal at a random ass store.
Yeah.
And I had thought, do I make a journal? Do I not? I was like, what would really set it apart? I don't want to make a journal that is already out there. What's the point? Why would anyone buy it? It's a lot of work. I don't really want to do that.
Hmm.
Then when my first son started coloring, I would color with him. And I realized it was very meditative. And so I would buy a few adult coloring books and I liked it, but I didn't like the images. I felt like they were all these doilies and fine line intricate things that took me so long to finish. And dopamine hit, want to see something from start to finish in one sitting.
And that's like easy.
Yes. Like I don't want to be intimidated.
Right. Like I don't want to be freaked out by this.
Yes.
Or they're like too trippy.
Yeah, exactly. And then also I'm someone who's done positive affirmations since, I don't know, like 2012, no, I was in college. I wasn't doing them then. 2015, probably. Around body image originally, then around my self-worth and mental health and all of these things. And I have found real growth with affirmations, and I do them with my kids all the time. And it was just always a thing for me. So I was reached out to by a publishing company and who publishes paper goods and asked if I ever wanted to create a journal. And we kind of pushed it off. And then I started thinking about it and I was like, okay, well, how could we make it different? What if we did a journal and a coloring book? And what if those images were actual affirmations that I say? So we started to noodle on this idea, my manager and I. We brought it to the company. They were super interested in it. I then contacted a girl who I had worked with, Hannah Sheridan, who is an artist. And I was like, if I give you these affirmations and we sit down and we think about like what image could work with this that you're comfortable with drawing that would look good in an image that you can color in, could you do this? And she was like, yeah. So we basically came up with, I created 30 journal prompts and 30 affirmations, and then we made those into images. So the book is a journal prompt, a coloring affirmation, a journal prompt, a coloring affirmation, 30 of each. You can use it however you want, but if you're a Virgo and you need like instruction, it could be a 30-day challenge and you can journal in the morning and color at night. The other thing, I was also doing a lot of cross stitching. And people were always asking me, like, what are you doing with these when you're done? And I originally wasn't doing anything, but then I started to make these coasters because of this Etsy account, Basic Stitches Design Co. She's amazing. She's on Instagram too. She would like send me all these cross stitches and she sent me like coasters to make. I was like, oh, that's smart. I love this. So we made all of the images 5x7 with like a border that you can cut so they fit in a 5x7 frame. So you can frame them. Yeah, dude, I never tell you that.
And then you can have like an actual finished product that like lives on.
And they're all positive affirmations. So it's like nice to have them around.
It really is one of those things that actually works.
Agreed.
Like it truly is. And it's like rooted in neuroscience. It's not just like a made up thing. Like
it works.
You become like, what is it? Like your thoughts become the house that you live in. And like whether you feel that way or not, like if you're saying like I am
you
like
say it enough, you start to believe it.
100%.
So we made the kids version that's coming out very soon. And it's basically a gratitude journal. So it's what are 3 things you're grateful for that day? It's for 3 and up. So you're meant to use it as an interactive tool with your kid. Right. And I think it's such a great way to start conversation around these things that I feel a lot of people are intimidated by. So it's a gratitude page, then it's a coloring affirmation. Then on the back of the coloring affirmation, it's a follow-up question for you to engage with the kid. There's space for you to write their answer around that said affirmation. Again, I worked with Hannah on the designs for the images, and then we brought on a literary specialist to really like hone in on why this is important, what the actual research is behind it, on why it works and what it's helping for kids. And I just am like so excited about it. And so now I just have so many ideas of what I want to do with them all.
I am so excited for you. And like I said, this is so organic.
It feels like so
it's natural. It's so you. Yeah. I also love that we started with adults and then we are going to kids versus like starting with a kids coloring book and then going to adults.
And like ideally I want to do like a teens one, especially for young girls.
So important.
Yeah.
I love that. So you're going to like start to create like specific days maybe where
I would
you, like,
love to
like pour into that
especially
cup.
Now that I'm building out the studio. I would love to be able to just, because I think when you have ADHD, it's really hard. It's easy to bounce around, but it's hard for me to get actually good work done when I'm bouncing around. I need to zone in and then I can focus. So that would be the goal for me.
And opening this studio space
Yeah.
for you is probably going to be like life-changing. I don't know about you, but
Massive unlock. I'm so excited.
I can't get actual work done at home.
At home.
Even if I have to go down to the co-working space in my building on a different floor, it's a game changer. Like, I don't know what it is. I just can't.
Well, you're sitting in a place that is constantly reminding you of other things you want to be doing.
Correct. It's not functional.
No, it's not functional.
No, I can't. So I'm very excited for you.
Me too.
But so right now you're not like assigning specific days. Like when I hear people do that, I'm like, that's incredible. That's the goal. But like, it's not always.
Mark my words, it's the goal.
But
you have to be flexible in this industry. That's the other thing. Like, sure, I could be like, Wednesday's my podcast day, but then I have a guest that I really want. She can only record on a Tuesday. I'm not going to say no.
Yeah, then Tuesday has to become podcast day.
Yeah.
Okay. So just on record, like you are perfect to me, but like in your eyes, you're like, this is like this is a work in progress.
I will never in a million years claim the word perfect.
I said perfect to me.
Okay.
You're perfect to me.
I'll take that.
Okay. Moving along to medication, because this was a big one that came in.
Oh, really? Okay.
And it was for both of us because I'm on stimulants.
Yes.
Which I was texting you yesterday.
Yeah.
That we will unpack this. I fucking hate Epic. Not Epic. Elite Labs. Like, count your days. Count your days.
Sorry.
Worst manufacturer in the entire world. Don't get your Adderall from them, even though you have no control over that. A lot of people were curious what route you, if you're comfortable talking about it.
Yeah, of course.
Are taking right now when it comes to addressing like ADHD and anxiety.
Yeah.
Whether you're on different for both. Like,
my combo is sertraline, which is Zoloft. I've been on that since 10 weeks into my first pregnancy. So 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Consistently on that medication. Haven't gone off. Have gone up and down dosages.
You started it while you were pregnant?
So I was on amitriptyline, which is an antidepressant.
Okay.
In 2018, I went on it. And it was an antidepressant also supposed to help my post-concussion symptoms. And then in 2020, when did I get pregnant? August, September, October, November. 2020, I said to my OB, like, I'm considering in the near future trying to get pregnant. What are your thoughts on this medication? And she was like, why don't we go off your medication now? Because amitriptyline was not one that she felt comfortable with me being on while I was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you go off it now? We'll reassess how you're doing. And then if you feel like you need to be on medication, we'll put you on medication that's safe for pregnancy. During that reassess, I had a surprise pregnancy. So I got pregnant raw dogging life with with no medication. And then I was a anxious fucking wreck. It was horrible
like
anxiety.
Going off of medication, getting pregnant, all of the hormones. Like, I can't even imagine.
Pregnancy anxiety I had laying in bed. And it was weird because I know a lot of people have that about the baby being okay. And mine had nothing to do with that. I kind of gave up this where I was like, nothing I can do is going to change the health of this baby. Unless I'm not like going out and doing drugs and, whatever. So mine wasn't around that. I just was buzzing. I just remember laying in bed buzzing.
With thoughts?
With anxiety.
Yeah.
Buzzing. And so that's when I went on sertraline, and I've stayed on ever since. So we've increased my dosages, decreased, etc. And then I went on Strattera for ADHD, which is a non-stimulant.
Mm-hmm.
And I chose that because I went on it, oh my God, I don't even know now. Maybe a year ago. I don't know if it's been a year.
I feel like it was a year because I think the last time we recorded, you had just gone on it. Okay. And we were like, yay.
So a year, I guess. I had tried stimulants when I was young. I personally didn't like them.
Had you tried them in adulthood?
No.
I feel like you would fucking hate them.
Well, I did them in college.
Well, but like, it's okay.
In a way that I was like, I don't do coke. Yeah. But give me your Adderall and let me
or like, I need to study.
Yeah.
I feel like
I actually never did that.
Studying, yeah.
Mine was just like to party.
Yeah.
Because I can't stay up late. Yeah. So I was like, this is my way of keeping up with my friends.
100%.
And then I also was very concerned about the crash of a stimulant because that is already such a hard time for me with transition back like with kids. And it's just a lot Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
don't
at
know.
5 p.m. you can't have another thing
No.
making you feel like everything is crashing.
Yeah. So that's why I went that route, and I love it. I'm on a very low dose. I could be on a higher dose, but I feel like it's doing what I want it to do.
Is Strattera just for ADHD or is it for like anxiety too?
I think it's just ADHD.
Did you ever try Wellbutrin?
No, that was in our conversation. If I didn't like Strattera, I was
You were
probably
gonna
going to
try
try
Yeah.
Wellbutrin. I have many
I
friends who are on it.
I am toying with the idea of trying a different medication that isn't a stimulant because
Are you on anxiety medication?
no, I mean I
Okay.
have like Klonopin for like a
Yeah,
fight,
yeah, yeah.
but like
Okay.
that's yeah, not like an everyday thing. I was on Zoloft from when I was 13 to when I
Oh, right. I
was
feel like we talked about
like 18, and then I went off of it cold turkey first week
that. Right.
of Boulder. I was like, I don't need antidepressants. Boulder is an antidepressant.
Yeah.
And then I went batshit crazy.
Right.
Don't do that
Yeah.
ever. But I just never went on anything else because I was like, I think when I went through like really hard like things in my early 20s, I was like, oh, I literally like I don't need antidepressants or anything
Because you've
because
been
like
through the hardest things.
I'll figure it out. Like
Yeah.
it's just a tough day. I'll just get through it. If I ever got to a place where I was like actually dealing with like daily generalized anxiety and depression, like I would 100%
You don't
get
feel you
medicated.
do?
No, only
Oh, wow.
around my cycle,
When?
the week before.
Interesting.
Weirdly, when I'm actually
Bleeding.
bleeding, it's like, yeah, it's like life sucks, but I'm like, I know what is happening, like because I'm actively bleeding.
Yeah, when I'm bleeding, I'm fine mentally.
The week before, I'm like, something is deeply wrong.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
like clockwork every month, I'm like,
Mhm.
something is deeply wrong. I need to be assessed. Like,
I'm going to send you a supplement to try.
is it saffron?
No.
Is it Sammy 400?
Okay, Khloe Kardashian.
I love the way they're pimping out Doc Amen. Like,
The clip of her in the saffron.
yes.
Which like looks AI and it's not. No,
What is
it's
it?
called Looney.
Looney.
And talk to your doctors.
We are not
No.
doctors.
Actually, though, talk to your doctors because someone messaged me and was like, wait, this has an ingredient that you shouldn't be taking if you're on anxiety medication. And I was like, fuck.
Is it like 5-HTP?
Yes.
Because that's a thing.
But I talked to my doctor and she was okay with it for me.
Cameron's doctor was okay with
Doesn't
Cameron.
mean your doctor will be okay with it.
Correct. And we are not doctors. We're just two girls from
But-
New Jersey.
I'll send it to you.
Okay. I want
to say that as if it's worse than being a doctor. No, I'm kidding.
No, we are perfect. We are perfect. Girls
You
from
girls
New
from
Jersey
New
are
Jersey.
girls from New Jersey are perfect. Like
We're perfect.
I don't make the rules. But yeah, I would 100% get medicated if
Yeah.
I was like dealing with it on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
But it's more so just doomsday, like the week
Okay.
before my cycle.
I get it.
But there's such a stigma around getting medicated for
Do you
ADHD.
feel there still is?
Yes.
Really?
You want to know why? Because I feel it. Like I'm embarrassed to be on Adderall.
What?
I'm embarrassed to be on Adderall because I think it's like an internalized thing though, less of like other people are making me feel this way
Okay.
because I have been on this thing for like 18 years, which is crazy to say
Yeah,
out
that's a long
loud.
time.
Like it's insane. And every month, and this is what I always tell people when they're like considering going on Adderall, specifically like a stimulant.
Yeah.
I don't care what people say. Like, this is the one thing that I am like, you can argue with me about this all day long, but like, you will become reliant on it if you are taking a stimulant. You will.
I kind of agree.
Like, you will be in handcuffs and at the mercy of your
Yeah.
medication because of the way stimulants
Make you feel.
make you feel, the way they are like formulated. Like, it just is what
I think
it is.
that's a thing. And I don't think that's.
I know. I don't think
People
this is like a
disagree with
hot take, but like I think some people get into a phase where I don't want to call it like addiction. It's more so like a reliance where they get like, they're like defending
Okay.
and they get defensive of a medication as if the medication is like their friend.
Got it. I feel like I don't feel stigma at all around being medicated. Literally none. And I think that's maybe why I've always been so comfortable talking about it. I don't
Yeah.
know. I just never in a million years felt like less than for being medicated.
I think it's an internalized shame for
Yeah.
me because I haven't like
You're not alone, by the way.
'Cause
I
I'm,
get
like,
so many
insecure
messages
about it.
this.
Like-
Being like, thank you for speaking on this. And I'm like,
because I
why?
literally walk around every day and I'm like, oh my God, people are doing everything that they're doing They're literally not on Adderall. Like, this is crazy.
But they have a different brain than you.
I know, and that's so sick.
Like,
It's just like crazy
it
to
just
me.
is what it is, though.
I know. I need to come to terms and peace with that. But it's honestly
the same way that people are walking around with blonde hair.
I know,
Who
and I
are
want to be them.
naturally blonde.
And I honestly like I want to be them too. Like being blonde is so sick. But no, but seriously, like I think one of the reasons also that I have anxiety about getting pregnant is I'm like, oh, I'm not going to be able to take Adderall for like a year or so.
Yeah.
And you could like people say, and again, literally,
Uh-huh.
in case you weren't, it wasn't obvious. I'm not a doctor. People are like have messaged me and they're like, I took Adderall while I was pregnant, cleared by my doctor. Like ultimately,
Yeah.
it was assessed that like my mental health
Well, that's the
was more
thing.
important than anything.
Yeah. I don't know the answer to that because I
Yeah.
wasn't on it. I honestly don't even know if I'm allowed to be on Strattera if and when I hopefully get pregnant again. So conversation I will table for my OB and
Mhm.
doctor. But what we have seen is like there is such importance in maternal mental health.
Yes.
And
It's been neglected.
we need better funding and research and studies on whether these drugs, looking at you fucking RFK and Tylenol, are actually doing anything.
100%. My sister is calling. I'm going to answer.
Say hi.
Hey, I'm recording with Cameron right now. Do you have anything to say into the mic?
Hi, Morgan.
Hey, I just want to let you know that mom's 62 years old and she's still so reliant on her older sister. And you girls cannot do anything on your own. And I just wanted to say that.
Okay. Thank you so much for your call.
Mom's more reliant on me than my older sister.
I'll give you a call back later.
Okay, love you.
Love you.
What happened to your mom?
I don't know. Morgan calls me 67 times a day to vent. Like
Oh,
I used to call her way more than she would call me, and now it's like so reversed. I'm like, oh my God, you're calling me again?
I call Lucy so many times a day.
You guys need us.
No, of course I need her. I tried to get Lucy to buy a house on my block.
It didn't work. She wants to stay here.
She's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the little sisters right now are in their rebellion era of like, we're staying in the city.
Oh.
Does she like think that she'll be here for the foreseeable future?
She is like, we want to move upstate and have land. And
Oh,
I'm
she's like goats.
Bitch, you want land?
She wants goats.
You want us to help you when you have a kid. You don't want land. Let me tell you. Okay.
She thinks yeah.
Also, where are you getting said like
We think we know what
land.
I'm self-aware enough to say that we think we know what we want. Like right now, I'm like, I want to buy an apartment in Greenpoint. Like that's what I want. That's all I want.
Okay, you could do that, but like when you have kids, you're gonna want to be near Morgan and your mom.
No, I know, but like if I was on the same block as all of them, I would freak the fuck out. Like I would have to have bolted deadlocks.
What about if it was just Morgan, not your mom?
I would still have to have deadlocks because Morgan would be like the type where I would like get home from something and she'd be like in my house, like
me,
just like rummaging through the cabinets, like wondering like what skincare I'm using. Like she's
me,
yeah.
Okay.
Or like Andy would get out of the shower and she'd be like, "Here's your towel, hey!" Like,
oh, me,
yeah, she's
okay,
exactly.
But don't you think you've like so deeply benefited from her that it's like okay?
No, totally. Like there's a lot of ways where I like could pay it forward and just like live next door. But also,
I just like want to be with her all the time.
it's really cute.
God forbid she
No, I
loves
know,
me the same. No, literally, we had a whole thing recently where I looked at her and I was like, "Do you feel like you even like me?" Because I kind of feel like, oh, this is what happened.
You're like a toxic girlfriend.
Wait,
Do you love me?
Where were we? Oh, on Carly's Bachelorette, our cousin. We were talking about this, and I said, I just feel like I love you a lot more
Than you love me
right now, and I'm having this realization, and it's hard for me. And my older sister was like so rude, and she goes, "You think you're just noticing that?" I was like, "You
Did
little
you cry?
bitch." No, but I want to cry now.
I
No,
would.
I was like, that was so mean, Maddie.
Do you want to hear the cutest thing in the entire
Yeah.
world? Morgan called me yesterday because it was Cammy's. It was Cammy's first birthday,
Oh my God, I didn't text her.
and the child that's like named after you.
Yeah.
And she was like, I wrote Cammy an email saying like I almost didn't have a third, and then I like really sat down and thought about it, and that I didn't want to live in a world where Auntie Kelly wasn't in it. And that's why I had a third. And I was like, oh my God, I've been so mean to you all day. Like, I feel terrible now. Like,
Yeah, you should.
I've been really sitting with that. Like,
Sit with it.
I should.
Call her back. Be nicer.
I'm going to be
Lucy,
so nice.
be nicer.
I'm going to send her a Venmo.
She doesn't want your money.
She does,
She
actually.
wants your attention.
Actually, one thing about Morgan is that she, like, does want my money.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
she'll be like, I just paid $7,000 for camp. Can you Venmo me $50?
Okay,
Like,
Lucy, I don't want your money. I just want your attention.
Lucy, clip
She's
that.
coming for Halloween, which I'm so excited about.
It's one of the best parts of being an auntie. Like, Halloween, like, my friends were writing my group chat, like, oh, like, do you, like, what are our plans? Like, I was like, first of all, I'm an aunt. Second of all, it's Morgan's birthday. Like,
Oh my, it's my dad's birthday.
what?
Yeah.
Halloween?
Halloween.
That's weird.
Weird.
Because Halloween babies are
We
rare.
are the same.
And a specific type of breed of person. Like, I'll never be able to have Halloween plans, ever.
yeah, my parents. Yeah.
Because Morgan's also like a birthday diva. She calls me, she's like, I'm so stressed about the party. She's having a kid's Halloween party this weekend
Mhm.
and a birthday party next weekend.
Okay.
She's one of those. That's where
Okay.
you're different. She wants to
Yeah,
throw a party. She wants to host. She wants people in her house.
Well, I do too, but I don't want it
she doesn't.
elaborate.
Yeah, like you don't want, like she
I
wanted,
love having people. in
like
my
she
house.
wanted a planner.
Okay, no. We have six people sleeping over Halloween, and I think Joe's parents will be there too, but I don't think they're going to sleep over. And we have one guest bed, but I have yet to figure out where everyone's sleeping, but they are.
But you're like,
So it's like my
everyone will figure
parents
it
will
out.
come, Lucy and Tyler are coming, my two cousins are coming, my in-laws will probably come, and then Maddie, my older sister, her husband, and her kids will come, but they live 15 minutes away, so they'll go home.
you like really have a community. You have a squad.
Oh, my
And your
God.
friends,
And then I
like-
have all of my friends that'll come. We just will get a bunch. Our neighborhood is like 90s on Halloween. Nothing makes me happier. So we just have a bunch of pizzas in our house always, and it's kind of like come and go as you please for all of our friends.
We need to bring
In
back
other
90s
neighborhoods.
vibes, and you're spearheading this.
Nothing I love more than 90s. Like phones, my kids, not getting them. Social media, you won't be on
like,
it.
get on the bike and just like find your way back for dinner.
That's what, I mean, we have that with a few friends, which like my direct next door neighbor, we've created that environment where the kids are in and out of the fence. Like we've joked about building a little like slide door in the fence because it's just constant in and out,
In and out, in and out,
Like
backyard to
just go
backyard.
through the back door. Yeah,
That's really sweet.
it is sweet.
We haven't obviously like we haven't gotten to the point of like a single thing, which is like so
Okay,
classic.
sorry.
And
What
by
else
the
did you
way,
wanna
like
say?
I have no idea how you host your podcast and you're so like thorough and like you always make sure to like circle back to the thing. But like maybe it's just a you thing. Like I've done it with a few guests where I'm like, oh, I actually finished the question. Like
Mhm.
I get to the point. But I don't think it's gonna be possible with you.
I don't think it needs to.
It doesn't need to be. I guess I will close the loop with this one last question on the medication is like, what
Yes.
is the biggest difference that you've seen in your mental health?
In terms of the ADHD medication, I felt like, you know, those monkeys at the circus that have the clapping
Yeah,
symbols?
I
It's
resonate
like,
with
la,
them.
la, 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 la. And I felt like I had 100 tabs open on a computer. And without my control, it was going this tab, that tab, this tab, that tab, this tab, that tab. And it was like a golden retriever chasing a ball. Now I feel like I have 100 tabs open, but I'm in control over which tab I'm clicking.
You're making me think a lot because I had this realization yesterday that was
Okay.
like so beautifully articulated of what an ADHD medication should do. And I was thinking because I'm having this whole issue with the manufacturer, I'm like, maybe I've reached like my limit with what this medication actually can do for me
Okay.
on Adderall. And maybe my brain has developed and maybe I need to try a new medication.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm going to talk to my doctor about Strattera
Yeah.
or Wellbutrin.
Strattera, if you want to work with me,
Sponsor her, but Big Pharma has a
Sponsor.
lot of disclosures. Like your
I
your
know.
captions are going to
I've done many.
and
I
money
don't
for
care.
that.
They also have a lot of money.
They have big fat budgets.
Big fat
Dysport,
budgets.
if you want to Botox, if you want to work with me, like I'm here. I'm free. I'm available.
Your forehead does look so good.
I like just shoot me up. Like,
Eventually, when I get it,
I can't
I'll work with you.
I cannot believe that you never had Botox.
How can you not believe? Look at
like
my forehead.
it's just like what's stopping you?
Um,
Principal?
Okay, so if we're being like so honest, I think it's pretty deep rooted in my distaste for society's love and obsession with
Mhm.
women looking a certain way.
Yep.
And my mom's obsession with it.
Your mom's so hot.
She's so hot. And we've gotten in so many fights around that. Like when she got a facelift, it was like one of the biggest fights we've ever gotten in.
That makes me feel so much better hearing that she did that. But like, because she looks so good. But like, I will be going to her doctor one day.
Yeah, you should. They did an amazing job. And like I can admit that and not like that she did it. And I don't know. I think a lot of it stems from that.
Mm.
It's not like, oh, the chemicals. I mean, I'm kind of freaked out. Like, what if something was wrong?
But it's like almost
whatever.
like it's like you're not being like contrarian, but like you're kind of just like, this is my stand.
I don't want. Okay. Also, I think we've gone a little far.
100%.
Everyone kind of is starting to look like each other.
Oh my God. Everyone looks the
freaking me
fucking
out.
same. It is scary.
The filler has gone too intense.
When I was in Greece, I looked around and I was like, and by the way, everyone was from like different countries.
Right.
And I was like, literally, all of you bitches look the same and you're literally from like fucking different countries.
Right.
Like, this is insane.
The filler also, I think, makes people look older.
I'm anti-filler.
Like,
I'm so anti-filler.
Yeah.
Lip filler, like whatever. If someone wants to like zhuzh up their lips, like
Look,
fine.
You do whatever you want. I'm just saying
Face
for
filler,
me.
if you think about it, like just practically speaking, right? Skin elasticity
Right,
is
and then
what
I
we
see
want.
It drop in people.
It stretches the skin, and then the skin has to go revert back,
Oh my
but
God, I
it's stretched
forgot about
out.
you and your whole like skincare.
Totally. Everyone's like mad at me. They're like, why did you
Yeah,
get
what
your
happened?
esthetician license? I'm like,
Can you give me a facial or some shit?
I could, but like, I don't really want to. Like, it's such a big
Okay.
responsibility.
I
Like,
like
it
one.
is such a big responsibility to give someone a facial. People are like, so like, man, why did you even get your license? Just
Well,
to be,
you can do whatever the hell you want to do.
I'm like, you think that was bad? Like, by the time I die, it'll be like esthetician, DJ. Maybe I'll go get an
You're gonna
MBA.
DJ?
Like I'm gonna do like 30,000 other things.
Do
So if
it.
that bothers you, like, get the fuck out.
Bye.
Bye.
Anyway, I think I will eventually get it. Probably. I would let my eyebrow is actually starting to drive me really insane, so I think I probably will get
eyebrow?
it. This eyebrow lifts.
It's my favorite thing about you. What do you mean?
Really? It drives me crazy.
You cannot do that. You cannot do that. It is such an important part about, look at you. It's happening right now. It's literally
know.
the most important part about the way that you express. It's so cool.
Okay, I also always want to be able to express. I'm a very expressive person. But the final piece is that if you can't get it when you're pregnant and you can't get it when you're breastfeeding, I don't want to do something that I become reliant on now because I already have a hard pregnancy has mentally been difficult for me. So to also strip that, I feel like I would look in the mirror and be like, and I also have fucking wrinkles and I haven't been used to having wrinkles. That would mess me up more.
So maybe you wait.
So I'm going to.
Like, I always think about that. I'm like, right before I start having unprotected sex, because like,
yeah,
God willing, like I'll be pregnant in 5 minutes. I mean, based on historical data, like I have not had a hard time getting pregnant. So I just assume that the first time that I have sex without a condom, I'm gonna get pregnant.
Yeah.
So I plan to schedule Botox literally the day that
before.
we have unprotected sex. So I'm frozen.
Yeah. Freeze your face.
Freeze my face. But I get it. But I think it's very cool. But just whenever you decide to do it, like just make sure that they do not fuck with the one eyebrow moving because it is
It's literally the only thing I want to fix.
It's literally my favorite characteristic about your face.
Um,
Aside from your freckles.
Thanks.
My mom wrote in a question for you, by the way.
What was it?
How do you manage self-care on top of everything? And she also responded to the story versus writing in the question box.
She did. My mom responds to every single story.
She loves you, but she will not call you Cameron.
I know. That's fine.
Freckled foodie face is what she calls
I know.
you.
And I love her for that. How do I manage? I feel like I do so much self-care. Like sometimes I'm a little much.
There's no such thing.
I mean, my mornings, I work out. I try.
Just prioritize it.
Yeah.
You really make
tennis.
You play tennis?
Mm-hmm. Twice a week.
You're so sporty spice.
So sporty spice.
You are. Like, you're an athlete.
Thinking I'm. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, we're 18 minutes over.
Thank you so much for thinking I'm athletic. I did play sports at a D1 level.
You
can just
literally played D1 lacrosse. Like, if you want Cameron's whole life story, go listen to our old episode because I make her
say it on there?
I make her unpack it. I really did. And like, people were shocked. They didn't know that you were like, they didn't know finance baddie. Like, they didn't know all of the things.
I've got a lot.
So if you want to go back to the archives, like, you will get Cameron's life story, how she's been with her husband for 200 years.
And I get high at night and read my Smut romance.
And
that is self-care.
This is the note that we will end on. For someone,
I'm bringing it back because I knew you wanted to.
You're perfect. So if someone wants to get into Smut, where should they start?
Okay. If you are open to fantasy, you need to start with A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas.
Are they speaking English when they're writing? Because it feels like it would be written in Old English, Shakespearean type language.
It's English, but there are the names and like the towns and the country, like I don't know what they even call them. It's kind of confusing. Yeah, but you lock in.
It's
because
horny
you become
fairies.
addicted. Yeah.
Horny fairies.
Yes.
Okay.
But like you will leave wanting to fuck a man with wings. I don't know how to explain it
Do
to
you
you.
feel weird when you're reading smut like on a train? Do you feel like it's like I feel like that would be like, oh, I'm on the train and I'm watching porn on my phone.
Okay, actually, Joe and I talked about this because every once in a while I will get him to read one of my books. And he was reading one recently and he was like, is this a book I can read on the bus? And I was like, yeah. I mean, what's not? And then he opened it. Oh my God, I forgot what the chapter title was. It was like something and cock socks. And it was like so bold. And he looks at me in bed and he was like, Cam, you've got to be fucking kidding me. You told me I could read this on the bus and look at what I just opened. Good thing I didn't read it today. So I don't know. But I'm not like, yeah.
And I'm a sex positive person. just to
Maybe
be
I'm
so
like a
clear.
little desensitized to it because I read it so much that I'm like, it's porn, but like.
I think I just have to rip off the Band-Aid, but I don't think I can rip off the Band-Aid
okay,
with
sorry.
ACOTAR because I think I need real people.
Okay, so fantasy,
started.
ACOTAR, and Fourth Wing, that I forget what the name of that series is. Those are great starting points.
Okay.
If you are non-fantasy, it depends on what you're into. Are you like, would you enjoy like athletes? Like I love an athlete
me?
romance novel. Okay.
That was like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
weird that I'm not a wag.
Okay.
I mean, I
Oh
am
my
a wag.
God,
I'm an
gonna
Iron Man wag.
change
But
your life. I'm going to
send
change
it
your
over.
life.
That's the perfect
Windy
place for me to
City
get started.
series.
The Windy City.
Okay, it starts with Mile High Club, and that's athletes. Another one I just realized, I just finished is, hold, I need to, hold
You
on.
like really are out here reading books.
I read like 50 books a year.
That's such a
Easy.
flex.
Easy. Is it a flex? If
Yes,
you saw
it's-
what I read, don't know if it's a
No,
flex,
it's
but I don't care.
hot. I don't care. You're reading.
Wait, what the fuck?
By the way, I just ordered a brick. It's time.
I've been thinking about getting
It's
that.
time.
Unravel Me. That was it. Hold on.
Unravel Me?
Well, it's
Oh my God.
Becca Mac. Hold on.
This is probably like good for our sex lives too.
Girl. Great for your sex lives. I'm having the best sex of my life, and I'm 2 kids deep, being with my husband for 18 years. Becca Mac, Playing for Keeps. Another really good if you're into the athlete. Those are all NHL. Windy City series goes between like different sports. Playing for Keeps is all NHL.
Love.
If you're into ranchers, because that's another
What's
big one,
ranchers?
like rodeo.
Like Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Okay. I could be open-minded. I'm definitely like the wag one is speaking to me.
Okay. The rap.
I'm ordering Playing for Keeps.
Okay, good. Elsie Silver has like a lot of cowboy ranch romance. I think Wild Eyes. I forget the name of the series. Or Lila Sage. So that's where I would start.
Perfect.
And you know what? I just want to be very clear. Save your judgment for someone who cares.
1000%. We are not the ones.
But I mean, if you're reading these and you're thinking, I think about this sometimes while I'm reading them, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I publicly tell people to read these things because they must be wondering what the fuck is Cameron doing when they're reading it, or they're really into it, which I get so many DMs being like, you've changed my life and saved my like sex life.
People are really into it.
But if you are a prude, don't read them. Don't. I'm giving you. I actually just experienced my first scene that I was like, oh, that was
too much for you?
That was too much. It was a pegging scene, and
That's
yeah. It honestly, it was a like
no judgment, but
no judgment.
That's
it was
too
the
much.
bonus chapter of a book that I finished, and I loved the guy so much. And then I had a hard time with that chapter. It was at the very end, and I was like, Joe, I think I've gone too far.
Yeah,
That wasn't in my recommendations, though.
yeah.
This
I'm
is
gonna
about
skip.
serial
I'm
killers.
gonna skip. Okay. Okay. Smut about a serial killer?
Yeah, they're 2 serial killers who kill serial killers, like Dexter.
Okay.
But they found love, and they do some weird shit together.
I fucking bet. I bet. We'll end there. Thank you so much for coming back. I love you.
You're so welcome. I
That
love
was
you, too.
hilarious. I have no idea what we just talked about, but I
Me
know it's
either.
going to be perfect.
You're great.
I love you. Oh, and Conversations with Cam every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Sigh. Love you.
Kelly Grace will come back on.
Yes. Well, literally whatever. We need to do the Cam thing.